Avec les flèches.
Ok.
Moi, je le ferai.
Comme tu veux, ouais. Ouais, vas-y, oui.
So please, you can sit down. We will start in a few.
It's okay, it's okay.
That's okay.
There's still some people to come, so.
But I think that we can start.
Yeah.
Just in time. Perfect. Can you hear me well? Okay. Thank you for coming to our little presentation about Forget the Old GDD, Make Your Own Game Dev Up, Task Doc, and TeamFlow. First, a few words about us, if you don't know us yet. Here's Olivier. He's a developer and animator, and I'm a 3D artist and level designer, and we are BottomUpGames. I'll give you a little context about our studio. It's not to brag or anything, it's just it will be important for the rest of the presentation. So we are a little studio from 2 to 5 people, depending on the time. And we have 3 big core values that are really important for our games, but also for our management. The first one is simply in our names, bottom-up. So the bottom-up method to make our games, we start with game mechanics and build everything around it, to put it really simply. But we also use it for management, where we build on our team's strengths and individuality. The second one is a shared experience. So we do co-op games, but we really believe in collaboration and inclusivity to make games. And the third one is game feel and aesthetic. It explains itself, but it's still important for our management because we want everyone to feel good with our tools and our methods at every time. So we can start with the big subject. You may ask, what the fuck is a give them up? Well, it's really easy. It's like in video games. That's a space where you start your journey and you come back over and over again. It's a shared space where the whole team can gather and track your project, track your progress, but also it's a place that can link you to other important data and information. So it really can help you all day, every day. I did make a really simple drawing to show that in a game designed up, at least in ours, we can add the game design document, but it's not only that. It's also about task management, planning, and everything you think is valuable for your team. So that's why I put that it brings together project management, task, team flow, documentation, communication, everything.
Just want to add that you can see here that the game design documents is composed by parts of the tasks, just like this.
Yeah, you will see later. And that's our method of working for a small team. And what's really important for us is that it's an evolving place, so it can adapt to, well, the game at any time. And it's really personal, so what we will show you is our approach, but you can make it your own. So today we will talk about our initial situation and why we had to find some solution. We started with a Scrum Master, and then you will see that it will work. So we have a little post-mortem before, just a little bit of give them theory, and then we will dive into Obsidian and really show you the app and what we've done. We've done a template, so we can really show you everything and create some tasks with you. And then, of course, as any presentation, little conclusion and tips. So our initial situation at why it was cheap. So we started a few years ago. with 4 people, and we had, in our mind, we wanted only to do some little project. So at the time, we didn't think that we needed a big structure, like, it's okay, it's fine, it's temporary, everything will be okay. Which led to, every person had a lot of different tools that they were using, and it was a mess because we had too many tools and everyone was working in different applications. So yeah, it didn't work, especially for the documentation, because when you wanted to find some information, where to find it? Maybe Olivier put it in an unwritten note, but I did it in some Google documents, so it was a mess. And it led to communication problem, because when you don't understand the other, you have to talk a lot. And when you talk and don't take notes, you forget a lot of stuff. And we did see that we didn't have a clear vision and a clear lead. So yeah, it didn't work, and it led to really too many meetings. That's a burden. Nobody wants that. And because of the meetings taking a lot of time, we didn't have so much time to work. So we had some problem of motivation and to see really our progress. Mm-hmm. That's why we couldn't wait any longer, and we asked a Scrum Master to help us. He told us a lot of interesting things, like challenge our core values and ask really important core questions. But what's interesting for today is what he told us about the tools and the agile methods. So the tools, find your tools, and especially the tools exist, but please, one tool, one feature for the whole team. So everything will be clearer for everyone. And about the agile method, he explained us this method as a miracle solution for a tech startup with a lot of sprints. So if you focus on the result, you will do a lot of stuff, you will see your progress, and more deadline means more things get done. Seems great.
Yeah.
We started, and in reality, it was not that good, because we started with just sticking to this method, but we didn't make it our own. So without thinking a lot of what we needed, it didn't align with our value simply. So we had a lot of problem with the way we worked at the time. The reflection that was presented was top-down. It didn't put importance on the team and on our needs, but it was more of a corporate and profit lens, which that's great to make money, but that wasn't what we wanted to have. Also, we had some problem with the sprints. We decided to make 2-week sprints, and every time we thought that we could change everything. Like every 2 weeks, maybe we can change that. It was a lot of rework, and we didn't see really our progress. Plus, it was a bit too rushed for us for a certain part of our games, so it was exhausting. We worked on the weekend, and that's certainly something that we don't want. And well, the main thing, it wasn't contextualized for game development, so it didn't align, neither for the cooperation, neither for the aesthetic. For example, we decided to use Odoo because one of our devs knew Odoo, but neither of us liked to use it. Personally, I think it's an ugly thing. So it really didn't work to just take a tool and adapt it a little bit. No, that wasn't easy to use for us. And for the bottom-up, what our Scrum Master told us is to trust the management, but we want to trust the team. So it didn't quite work.
I have something. So about the sprints, the sprints, and the fact that it was some sprints of 2 weeks. Actually, it's really worked for the developer team but really not for the artists, because some tasks could take 1 month or 2, etc. And so each time we enter in a new, we called it bricks because we didn't want use the word sprints. So each time it was very décalé.
Yeah, I don't know how to translate
it was a bit, huh? Say it louder? Offset, yeah, right, thanks. So it was a bit offset, and so we didn't spoke the same language, actually, and so it creates some frustration and so on.
So with the time, there was a really big mismatch between the method and the reality, and we had less and less trust in the process. We lost some meaning, some motivation, and burnout happened. With that, we had to take a little break and just take a pause, breathe, and try to understand why this happened. Like when here, we weren't aware of that. We thought that everything we were doing great, we were doing what we had to do, but it didn't work. So we had to take some time to reflect. And when you have some time, you can also read. That's why we reread some of our Bibles. Yeah. This book especially was really interesting.
Yeah, if you want, it's there on the library of the Games.brussels. Really a nice book. You should open it every 6 months, I think.
And in this book, you have the chapter 8, which is the game improves through iteration. And we can see that, the waterfall method is not a good thing. You should use the agile method and the rule of the loops. Isn't it what we were doing? Not really. It's the same concept, but the differences are really important. The first thing is that in the book, it's really the lens of the game design. So you have a lot of examples and you can really practice it in the right way. Another really important thing is that the timing and the deadlines aren't the main focus. The focus is solving a problem, and every time you solve a problem, you make your game better, and you can go on another loop and upgrade your game over and over again. So it's not sprints, it's loops. And a few things that I wanted to put in the slide is, so the rule of the loop, the more time you test and improve your design, the better your game will be. And please remember, how can I make every loop count? You still want to be effective and to work. So please keep in mind your risk and mitigate them. And you can make the loop as fast as possible to just make rough prototype, and you can advance. And of course, you can parallelize your loops.
Yeah, especially with the issue I told you just before, with when the artists are not in the same pace and,
as the developer.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, we could finally find the right tool for us. We knew what we wanted. We wanted a blank page so that our needs were answered. And the more important thing, we didn't want to adapt to a tool, but to adapt the tool to us. We wanted something that could evolve easily. We wanted to have plenty of means of expression because everyone is different. I like to draw. Some people like to put long tables or to do some codes. And another really important thing is that we wanted to own our own data and have our own server. So if you have a problem with your tools, you still own everything. And it can be really future-proof.
That comes from especially the use of Notion, because each time you have to go there, you have to do it through your web browser, and it takes time, and you feel that it's really slow and embêtant.
Well, that's not what we wanted. We tried a lot of stuff, but we found Obsidian. And what we have, a blank page. Great, it's evolving, plenty of means of expression, you own the data. But there is more. It's like a modular brain, so you can put the structure that you want. You make what you want in this program. There is no limitation in the hierarchy. It's also open source and text filed, which means that even if the program breaks, you still have everything. It's just like little text notes. And another important thing, there is a big helpful community, and that's so nice just to have a lot of people able to answer your question.
Yeah, and modify the tool also as well.
So there are a lot of stuff inside the program, but also community plugins. So you can add a Gantt diagram or some drawings or Kanban, like everything. But I think that you all came to see a bit how it's inside. So let's dive into it.
Yeah.
Merci.
Okay, so first of all, who knows Obsidian? Yeah, so yeah, 3-4 people. Okay, so that's not very
That's not a lot.
That's not a lot. So
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And we will guide you.
Yeah.
We made some templates and also created sort of a fake game thanks to the book, but also ChatGPT and and Midjourney to just give you a little bit of
sorry for
content.
That. Yeah, so the example is here on chapter 8. So it explains some loops and how it will resolve some problems and explain a bit some results, etc. And so we expand it and create it here, just to give you an example.
And to start, we created a read this.
Yeah, so what? So because nobody really knows Obsidian, I just want to show you some things. That's here. It's not really big, but there is a lot of stuff, templates, etc. But I just want to give a reminder that you begin with this. So this is an empty note. So it's a program that lets you write some text. So you can write some text.
Yes.
Sorry? Yeah, sure. You will see it. But I explained just the base. Then you can, so there is a special syntax that allow you to write some titles, also some subtitles. Yeah. What you can do, sorry?
Some tables.
Yeah, some tables. So you can insert tables. You see also callouts, attachments, etc. So I will just show you how it is. Yeah, like this. You can expand it on the left, on the bottom. Just to show you, I will show you like insert some callouts here. So like this, you can just highlight some tricks, etc. And one thing also is that's cool avec Obsidian, that you can link the nodes. So the hierarchy is not really important with all your folder. So if I do, that's a French keyboard, I never know. Yeah, that's here. So if I select a node here, for example, this loop, you can have a link. So if I click on it, I will open it. But also, if I do this little thing, oops, so that I can see the content of it, and I can go a little bit further by selecting directly the result, for example, and then I can see this. The nice things with this, because it's open source and so it uses open source resources, is that you can always it's there. So I can open it with the block notes, and you can see that what I written here is just there, very simply, simple use, and then Obsidian will transfer it to see it more beautifully. And you can, even in Obsidian, you can see the source code. So it's really light, and then come back to the Obsidian view. Okay.
Yeah, so as you started to see, we can really add a lot of things and everything that you want and adapt it to your will.
Yeah, and this principle is really extended to everything. So even something like this, that is in the core programming in Obsidian, it's even these things is in text. So you can really open it, use it with another program, just change whatever you want in it, and you will still have your data, whatever it happens. Okay. So
in this canvas like Miro, it has like all the basic functionality that like Miro has also?
yeah, a little bit less performance, but yeah, it's pretty the same thing.
We still use Miro for some stuff.
You can put some links in your notes to Miro if you want. It's really okay. We'll show you this just a bit later. And so I will delete these notes. And yeah, so we can begin with the read this. So there's a little context here,
yeah.
and then where to start. So I really invite you to discover Obsidian by yourself before opening this example. There is a lot of YouTube videos, very interesting, and also the main website of Obsidian is really well done. So have a look. Yeah, and
But here, what we will show you, that's our choices and what we did. So keep that in mind. But to keep you on track, we can show you in a little canvas. So the Miro-like.
Yeah, I've just forget something. It's to show you the this little outliner there. So you understood, I think, that we can access to the notes there, but also some folders, and the notes are under there. And so it's exactly the same thing in the System Explorer. So really easy.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we can dive.
To keep you on track, here's how we did manage our files in there. So it's really resume our structure in Obsidian. So you have a little hierarchy. First, the bigger thing is the game, which is completed with loops. Loops are asking questions, and to answer that, you have different type of solutions, the concept, prototype, and task. It can make a lot of different documents, and it can be not that easy to have access to everything. That's why it's really interesting in Obsidian, because you have access to things in other ways, and we will show you how we do our weekly and have just what we need when we need it.
Yeah. So
we can start the fake game.
Yeah, we can browse to it. So it's there under my company. Then you can find games and my racing games. Usually it's there. We decided to create this, but it's there. We if we have Game Jam or other video games, we can just put there up, and we can begin with the first note. So just to give you some context, we are here now. So this is the template we made for the game view. So it shows you with the scale of a game. So there is some descriptions there. You can add some links to other notes, GD or wiki. Little production plan. And here is the main important thing in the game template, it's the loops. So you can see what composed a game. So here you can see that there is 3 loops, actually. And you see the gray ones are the ended ones, and the red one is in red because we couldn't manage the timeline, and so it highlights just a bit differently. So this Gantt planner is very interactive and will change depending on all the other templates we will create on the game. So it looks pretty light, actually, but all the contents will be in the loop and mostly in the all the solutions, so context, concepts, proto, and task. So maybe you can
Yeah, we can open the loop.
Open the loop. So same thing here. We are here now. Oops. And we see that there is some properties, just a problem statement to understand what we are reaching. Some risks, little description if you want, and then again, same as the game, just show a little show on what's in, under the loop.
Well, for the task management, that's really valuable and at its own scale, because here it's only the solution, but before you saw that we were in the production phase, for example.
So the question, like you would update this here, it would update also the game.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have to update. Well, everything is automatic, so every day you will see that it changed and
yeah. So for example, here, if I change the property when it was ended, so I will add 4 months there. I don't know how many I've done. And so here you see the plan change a bit. So if I go back to this loop and put this, now I see that it's little as before.
Just to understand conceptually, the game is like one game, and like these are mini games in the game. Like,
yeah, it's maybe we can.
So this would be like features in our game now. That's like a big,
So maybe you can explain what a loop.
Sorry.
What a loop is doing. So it's the principle of spiral. Sorry. So each time you do a loop, you go closer to the end. You reach the end of your final product, and so I don't know.
A loop can be okay. So we have an idea for our project, and we want to add some vehicles to it, but we really don't know which type of vehicles, how we will move in it. So you create a big question about that, and the loop will be vehicles. And then you can try a lot of different things in there. You can do some prototype when you have to test a lot of stuff, or you can ask your concept artist to do something, and that will be in another note. And when you have enough stuff and you can say, okay, I have my answer, that is the type of vehicle we will use in our game, you can...
Or maybe it was a bad idea, and so you have to do another one.
But the loop is finished, and you can ask yourself what's the following question to make your game progress bit by bit. With the loops, you can really start with the main critical problem and prioritize what's the most important to you. So you start with the big problems, and if you don't have time to do some little stuff at the end, that's not important, because you did like that and not like this, if that makes sense. Okay.
So really, have a look on the book. Everything will be clear.
Inside the loops, then you can use other loops, or it's
like loops
and tasks?
We do it on our for our company. We didn't call it loops, but arc, like a narrative arc. And yeah, it's possible to embed it. I don't know, to go like Inception inside it. But here, because we wanted to keep it simple, there is just one loop, and then we have the solutions that are composed by concepts, prototype, and tasks. Okay? Other question? No.
But here, for example, you can see the first loop is about, okay, just want to find the what's our game, so it's a new racing game. And after that, racing sub-games, because apparently they wanted to add some content, but in the main focus. And then you have the loop flying dino. I think it's a bit more precise, like you know where you're going.
Yeah. So have a look on the problem statements and the results. It's interesting to understand what's happened next. So we are in
you create the game and you want to check the loop.
So we were here, just give a bit of context. We are here now, so we will have a look on the concept, prototype, and tasks. Oops. Here, for example, so the concept. So you can see that there is some properties also. So with the time you started, the time it's ended, and the due date. You have also some categories and the author that made this thing. You have to put a main objective all the time, and you have the possibilities to create some secondaries ones too. That help you to understand what you're doing here. And then here you have a part of a little description of it. There it's the section that give you the most freedom. So there you can express yourself. Here, thanks to ChatGPT, there is just a little description of all the steps the guy that made this concept pass by. But you can really go really deep in the detail, take some screenshots, make some links with YouTube videos, or even a Miro. You can create a Kanban. So everything is possible. If you want, we will show you just a bit later. But well, I can show you now. It's okay. Here, for example, it's a little bit more precise description of it with drawings, screenshots. You can see there is a gallery ups, and then voila. And also, for example, here, so it's yeah, just to create some modelization around the racetracks. And here you can see that to help this person creates his own Kanban. So you can have this also there. So everything to help you to make it is welcome. Oops, sorry. I thought it was in silence mode. Oops.
So you can.
Yeah. No. The Kanban is really only for this task and will not be used anywhere else. But I'm sure it's not something that we use, but I'm sure you can find some links to everything you want. Because Kanban is actually also a note. I don't.
We can trust you, you know.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So let's back to the loop.
And the concept.
Yeah.
So a concept is really straightforward. You want to test something and have a result, which is the most important thing because you want to see what you have achieved.
Yeah. So we like to put an illustration image. It can be a screen capture. And so you could ask yourself why there is a description, and that's because we will not use it anymore after that. It's just because it's fits our core pillars for us. We like to share the contents and all the knowledge, and so with that we can do it really easily. And also we, by experience, when we wanted to explain to the other team members what we did, we passed a lot of time in meetings to explain everything. It took really long hours to share this knowledge, and with this you can just say call to review someone. So for example, Morgane and Olivier. And then on another hub page, you're able to check it later when you want, when you have time, etc. And so
less meeting and more knowledge.
Yeah.
Plus, it's really easy for us, even without letting other people read it. Because when I do my task, it's also where I put all my thoughts. I really speak to myself at this place. So at least it's at only one place. Plus, without at the beginning that we won't forget the important stuff, but that's a lie. You will always forget stuff. Here, at least, it's written somewhere.
Yeah. Cool. So that's the first task, concepts. So we can go back to the loop. I can show you
in just one click.
Yeah. So I can show you the task, what it looks like. So pretty the same thing as concepts. So main objective, secondaries, description, result, easy. So the prototypes are a little bit different because by experiments we saw that we always couldn't stick to our boundaries, and so it took always too much time.
Yeah, for the prototype, you really ask a question. It's
Yeah.
not do a task and then you do the task.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how to do it, but if you're not precise enough with your objective, you will do just everything else and you lose yourself. We want to be effective. We still have to make a game. So yeah, we don't want to lose you.
So that's why there is a little reminder here. So answer the question, forget quality, don't get attached. Doesn't have to be digital. So if you want to do some paperwork and do picture and then put it in the description, it's fine. And also doesn't have to be interactive. So if a Photoshop can do the job, just do it. You have also the result parts,
which is a bit different.
Yeah.
Because you can really list your success and failure, and if you do some prototypes in parallel, you can see which are the success and the failure in each other. But really, what's important in the objective is that you have a key question, and when you have your answer, the proto is done.
Yep.
You don't have to answer every secondary question because you will lose time. The point is just to answer a question, and if you fail,
it's okay.
In the garbage. If it's a success, you can just do a task and do it properly in your engine.
Yeah. Good. So I think it was okay. We didn't lose anyone. Okay, so maybe we can just create a new task just to see how the template works and how it is in normally. So when you click this button, you are invited to choose a specific folder if you want, and then choose a name, proper name. So we'll stay there, and then you have the properties. You can select more. Several categories. You select the author, can be several too, and then you have a started date that is already done because you create the task, and so it puts the date of today. And there is also, so it's not ended yet. So you can create, for example, a due date. I will say in 1 week, and then you can put some main objectives, secondaries, description. So you're good to go. If you want, we add a little button here to just help you for the time management, but it's only for yourself. So it's really easy, the code. And so if you want to describe how many days you will take for each little step inside, so you can do it.
And then,
yeah.
Sorry, I don't get it. You just added that can thing, but where is getting the info? Like
nowhere. So this is linked to nothing. It's just for yourself. Yeah, just to help you. So.
I mean, I don't get why there's not only task one on this Gantt chart. You just made only one task, and like it's suddenly showing you different.
Yeah, because you said.
Wait, sorry.
It's task.
Yeah, sorry, it's my template. Maybe I will change it. It just links between nodes that is there. So this is a really little project, but you will see that this can expand really, really, really fast.
We don't really use this video.
Yeah, just in local, but it's another thing. But there is a new tool in Obsidian that's called Base, and transform all your vault. It's called Vault in a database. So when there you can filter it. For example, I want to show all the nodes that have a loop property. So here we have all our concepts, prototype, task, independently of the loop.
Its parent loop.
Thank you. And then you can see, for example, the authors, the categories, the start dates, due dates, end dates, etc.
That's one way to check if something is not done. But
Yes.
yeah.
So here, for example, I can see that my task here is not finished, so I can go there and then I have access to it. Okay. If you're not a table person, they add the possibility to create some cards, and if you look into some properties, you can see that we can see our solutions just like this. But that's where we come here.
That's not how we do like every day. What we do is we create a template, which is really our welcome page. It's our weekly, so you can go on the calendar and click on your current week, and then you have everything you are currently doing. So you have really a simple visual, even for a bigger team. You see which loops are active, what are the proto and the tasks that are being done today. You can see if you're late, if not, but also what is everyone doing at the moment. So you don't have to have long meeting. You can see, okay, so I'm supposed to do some modelization for now.
Yeah.
And you also can see if you have to read something to give some feedback to someone else. Like Olivier earlier, just checked the call to review for this task, and now it's over here.
Yeah.
So we start every week just with that, and we can speak easily because it's really a visual stuff.
So you have just to, if you want to know, don't really think about the game and all the stuff behind. Just open this, follow your name, and everything is there.
Yeah. You can also put like other stuff. It's if the birthday of someone, that's where we put it. And you also have the general backlog. If you don't know, you have finished your task, you don't know what you want to start, you can check the backlog. Yeah. Everything is in there, and well, we use it all the time because that's just really easy.
Okay, so that's...
There is a last thing that you
I don't know if we have the time. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So you can put info here on this page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is saved also somewhere as a unit of data?
Yeah.
If you want, yeah.
And then you can check for every week in the past, and it will still have okay?
You could do it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So every time you click to another week, like if I click here, it will say, do you want to create it? And I say, yeah, I want to create it. And then it will update itself with the current data.
Same thing for the daily. So you can click on tomorrow's page, for example, or this one, it's today. So you can see that there is just one task, it's a lunch and learn talk.
We don't really use the daily because that's a bit too much of micromanagement. The weekly, it's good.
It's enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Just for us. Do whatever you want. So that's we really want you to understand. This is our templates, but really make your own. Even this that looks really some codes and etc. It's really just text, and Obdidian transfer it to show what you see. Okay.
So this, I guess, is all in the system. It's saved there then. I'm just curious, like it's not in your outline hierarchy. So where is this stuff actually in?
C'est où que ça s'enregistre?
Here, in the system part. So here you can find the calendar. So we see all the dailies and weekly that are created. Here are the properties to have an access if you want to change the property you want. It's there. If you have another team, for example, now we have Liaison Rimbaud that's joined us, and so we have to create it there to be able to access it after accessing the properties. You have the templates there, so really have a look at it. Understand firstly really how Obsidian works, and then go there. So that's, for example, what it's called when you click on the button to create a new loop, prototype, concept, etc.
Because when you change the template, it will change every other document using it. So
no, the new ones,
well,
but not the.
You can, yeah. be careful.
But you're able to, because everything is in text, so you can open Sublime Text, for example, and then find and replace everything you want. So really, it's up to you to find your way to change and use this data.
Maybe you can.
Yeah.
I was wondering, how do you synchronize this between all employees?
So there is multiple way to do it. Obdidian has its own sync feature, thanks. But if you prefer, you can do it through Google Drive. It will not be really nice, but it works too. So Obdidian is really free at the beginning, but the sync feature is
you have to pay for it.
You have to pay for it, thanks. But yeah, you have Git if you want, but and they are working currently on a new feature that's called multiplayer, I think. And then it's like more like in Notion that every person or Miro, every person could work in the same task, and nothing will be a problem.
Like Google Docs.
Yeah, like this. But yeah,
yes.
it can do a lot of things, really. It's a wonderful tool, and as we said earlier, there is a lot of community, and there is a lot of plugins that the community make. Really, really nice tool. Because everything is open source, so if you want to change anything, it's good.
But maybe you can choose your latest
creation.
So it'll be the last thing that we'll show you.
For example, I've created, with the help of ChatGPT, a little script in Python that look into all the nodes, check all the properties and the links between the different nodes, and then create a Canva, so in text, just so it's just like a JSON file, but you put some point Canva behind. And then it shows all the results of all the nodes inside the game, for example. So I've done it here for, here for the loop racing new game. And you see here all the concepts and solution prototypes results there. So with the illustration, the comments, improvement and ideas, and also the links. Between them. So this was made very, very, very quickly, but really,
you can have a quick overview of where you are at and your evolution, and it can be the start of your own game design document, because maybe you want something that resembles that, but you can do everything. Like if every time you work and something you want to keep it for your documentation, just put a tag and you can create another document and listing every tag you just made, and it will write itself.
So for example, here we have the color palettes underwater. That maybe that's a thing that should be in the game design documents, and so that's what Morgane said. So I can add, for example, GDD tags, and now it's take certain importance, and we can use it for resume.
Yeah, and you never have to write something twice.
Yeah.
Just once it's enough. That's really nice. And really, the sky is the limit. Just try and take the tool and make it your own. It's not for everyone, obviously. Like we are not paid by Obdidian in any way. It's really the way of thinking that's important for us.
And give us just the possibilities to create our own way to manage a game.
And since we have 5 minutes left, I propose to conclude. So, with everything in mind, what about now? Are we happy with that? I hope so. If not, why are we wasting your time? But so yeah, we have so much fewer meetings. That's a good thing. And the communication is really more easy now. We still talk a lot, but it's more light. It keeps evolving based on our needs. For now, we are a small team, but we hope to grow. We are still in pre-production, so we have a lot of ideas of continue to change it and adapt it for every step of development. Our game design document builds itself naturally. We really had the fear of the GDD myths that you have to write everything and then stick to it. And yeah, no, it's just we work on it and everything just adds to our documentation. That's really nice. So we have some freedom, but we have to be disciplined, like in everything else. If we forget something and if we delete some files, it will delete everything for everyone else because it's really changing and evolving at every key you press. Yeah. So you have to be careful.
And you create a Git, just in case.
Yeah. And another thing, it may be small for you, but like you saw our diagram and our calendar is day-based. So for the visualization, it's not really nice for us because if you work part-time or take vacation, a task can take a lot of visual space, but maybe you work only 2 hours on it. So that's something that we don't have an answer for.
So if you found it, just come tell us the solution. It will be great.
We obviously still use a lot of other tools, but that's just a main thing that we use. We use Discord every day. We still use Miro for some thinking and so on. And Agile in that. What about this? So
it became our friends now.
Yeah. Flexible goal, yes. Prioritize backlog, yes. The sprints that are not sprints but loops, well, arc for us. But it's quite the same. We move all in the same direction. We have different team and pace for each team member. Really nice. Scrum meeting, we have weekly and dailies. Demo day, yes. Retrospective, yes. So yeah, maybe Agile was a good thing to add to our process. Using a lot of different software, that's also fine. And don't worry, we will share the template with you and you will have all the time in the world to see all these stuff.
Yeah. I have a real suggestion about sharing the templates. Instead of sharing it, and maybe put it on a Git.
Yeah, sure.
People will be able to modify it. So
okay.
Have, like, a back and forth.
You will show me. Yeah, because on Git, I think we can just have a few people on it on our side. So okay, so you will.
Yeah.
Remember it.
And little tips just for now: be better than me and don't do your slides in Obsidian. That was a nightmare. Thank you.
Good. So.
If you have other questions, we are there.
If not, so sandwich. We can eat. Absent.